matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. It's the BYU Cougars and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. I did catch up with Coach Sataki before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Martin. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Throws for the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The Cougars will use their first time out here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
And the Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, 4th and short. I'm interested. Do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
Kick is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to bowl his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be stopped, return gets it out. The 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running inside, it's Martin. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's a nice job on the pass rush defensively, just couldn't quite get there in time. They delivered the hit, but not before the quarterback completed the throw.
The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bachmeier. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Cougars right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
With the catch, it's Robinson. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's down. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. And send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Shotgun snap on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Satega. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. That they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Robinson one more time. Breaks the tackle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's got him. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it down and run. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Harris. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big...
Touchdown, Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's down. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield. It's Bachmeier. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Johnson. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and punts just aren't going to get this team back in the game. That was the problem early, just not able to convert on 3rd downs, but a really good job there. Nice execution. That should really help their confidence moving forward.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught near the sticks, it's Lions. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. The short hands, it's Martin. Quick step and go. Touchdown Cougars. Once he got some room, it was over.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Got it in the middle, it's Lions. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Martin. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. The give. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. He's looking to pass. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Makes it past the marker. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He turns that loose down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, BYU!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they can put this thing away. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Mateer. Release to the back. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Cougars in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Bachmeier. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. In search of that tying touchdown, they've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. He's taking the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And there was a little pressure involved on that last extra point, but he put it through. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. On target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds us back in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. This time it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They can win it with a field goal here, but they have to be smart. Clock's still running. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Tie game, 4th quarter, you get it in the red zone, and then to have a mistake like that is devastating.
Oh, this quarterback is the leader of this team. He's expected to make better decisions than that. You just cannot have your leader and your quarterback go out and be careless with the football, with the game on the line late in that kind of situation.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Run inside. It's Martin. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quick completion on the out. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. They'll run it. It's Martin. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Running inside, it's Robinson. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Mateer. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the point after is good. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Got it! They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it, but with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
First and goal and a touchdown will win it. Tries it on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime.
Well, they're going to come back in this game and just going to need better decision-making, and they're obviously down right now, but they've got to know when to take shots and know when to check the football down and wait for the right opportunity. That hasn't happened for this young QB.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.